Hi, everyone. Hi, hi, hi. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to June. Welcome to this brand new month. I'm really excited to share this energy forecast with you for June. Brand new month. Thank you to everyone who is joining live. Hi, everybody. Wow. I have got so much to share with you this month as part of this month's energy theme. If you're new to my work, welcome. I'm Natalie Miles. I am a psychic medium. I'm an intuitive. I'm a writer. I'm a creative. I'm a poet. So many different hats, but welcome. This forecast, I'm going to share with you the themes that you can expect from the month ahead. I always say, take what you need and leave the rest behind. This forecast is here to inspire you to make the choices that you face in your life, the endings that you face in your life, the new beginnings that you face in your life. But in the end, it's here to inspire you to make the choices that feel aligned and for you to tap into your own personal intuition, your own inner knowing. With me sharing the theme and the energy theme that's come up for me. Last month, the theme was now. And it was really interesting to see how the month played out because a lot of people I know had forced change on them with this now energy. There was a lot of forced change. But what was really fascinating was there was a lot of impatience. I don't know if you felt that. There was like a focus on time or feeling impatient that things weren't moving quicker, a frustration. So we really were moving through the kind of shadow side as well of this now energy around taking action. And I also know a lot of people that were taking action on a lot of things too. But now, hey, here we are. We are in June, and we're in the second half of this year. Like, how is that even possible that we're in the second half of this year? I can tell you, I'm like, this year has been on hyperspeed, and it did come through in the 2023 energy forecast that this month would be really, really fast. In this moving on energy, where there would be a quick pace. And here we are. We're in June. Like, it's nearly solstice. Like, how did that happen? Um, the theme for this month, the theme for June is the unveiling. The unveiling. And this unveiling energy is here to support us as we move through the rest of 2023 and into 2024. And it's really setting a tone. I keep getting the message. This month really sets the tone for the next 6 months, especially as we move through to one of the, well, in my personal opinion, one of the biggest portals of the year, solstice, summer solstice in the northern hemisphere, and the winter solstice, if you're in the southern hemisphere, happening on June 21st. So, all big things. Before I jump into the bones of this month's energy forecast as part of this unveiling energy, I have a couple of announcements to make. Firstly, I have been kind of working behind the scenes and I am launching a brand new podcast. Really excited. This has been like a year in the making. The trailer is out now. The first 2 episodes drop next week on Wednesday, June 7th. And the podcast title is Things That Die. Things That Die. And I've been getting the intuitive hit to go deeper and have the conversation around the death and endings that we face in our lives. It's something that we shy away from talking about. It's something that it's going to happen to all of us. We are all going to die. And it's not a final ending. It's something that we experience it. We experience death and transitions every single day, whether it's in our relationships, our identities, our friendships, our health, our bodies, our talents, how we show up in this planet. So, yeah, I have been recording conversations with people, and I'm really excited to share them with you. There are going to be solo episodes as well as some guest episodes. Because we're currently in a bit of a death phobic culture, especially in the West, and I want to bring this conversation forward. So, you can go and listen to the trailer and subscribe so the new episodes come straight into your podcast platform of choice, wherever you listen, if it's iTunes, whether it's Spotify. And I've also been recording videos, and so the videos are also going to be put up on YouTube as well if you are if you like videos. That is also what's happening, and I'm really excited to share it with you. Feels like a brand new phase and a brand new chapter for me personally. So go and have a listen, go and have a subscribe, share it. It's a conversation. It feels like it's really in the energy and really in the ethers. If you've been following my work for a while, I've been talking about how there's going to be more death on the planet coming up, and so this is kind of in preparation for that, but not necessarily just the physical death, but all the deaths that we face in our lives. As part of this death and ending change of me and my work and who I am and what I want to talk about, this is going to be the last monthly energy forecast for a while. It's been a really big decision to make. It hasn't been taken lightly. But there's been quite a few different iterations of this over the last year. It's gone from poetry and back to me doing it live and it being recorded. But I'm really being called to focus on this next chapter, this next share, and going all in things that die. So I am not going to be doing a monthly energy forecast, but I'm still going to be sharing energy things on my Instagram, but just not a focused big energy forecast monthly. I'm just trusting and listening to my intuition that as I step and evolve and transition into everything, I am being asked to, something has to die. And the thing that has to die in my work right now is the energy forecasts. But there's going to be lots more awesome stuff coming forward. One of the things that is coming forward is I've rebranded the Sacred Guidance Circle, and they are going to be really focusing, being called the Ending Circle, where we are going to be, processing, getting in insight and downloads on the endings and the beginnings that we face in our lives. So if you would like for me to channel for you and to ask 2 questions, I'm going to be hosting an ending circle Sunday, June 11th. $288, only 12 people. You'll get loads of messages, loads of insight. So if you are going through a real death, endings, rebirth, change, lots of transformation in your own life, and you would like clarity so that you can make the right choices and be guided to the right intuitive choices for you, this is for you. 12 spots available. Link below on how you can sign up. Yes. And I've brought back mediumship, specific mediumship sessions too, one-on-one sessions with me. Guides, really loud. They're like, Nat, you're a really good medium. Don't let it be a bit part in your work anymore. Let's do this. Let's bring in the other side. Let's do full mediumship sessions. So I'm going to be doing full mediumship sessions too, which I am excited to offer. Because I love doing it.
And that's what the name of the game is right now. You follow what lights you up. Okay, thank you for listening to what is being unveiled for me in my work moving forward. And expect others this month to be sharing new things and unveiling new things. People, figureheads, people sharing, businesses sharing new things, new initiatives. Yeah, I've been noticing on Instagram lots of people saying they're announcing things this week. There is something in the energy of this unveiling. I know it's the full moon happening third, fourth, depending what time zone you're in Sagittarius. And that is also connected to this unveiling energy where people are really showing up differently and going out there. But yes, this month is the unveiling, and is big because in the 2023 energy forecast, when I channeled it through back in December, it said that June was going to be a month of tension, friction, and bubbling over. Those are my notes. And it's interesting because it feels like there is an unveiling of what's hidden. There's an unveiling of truths. So be careful. People are going to be really sharing their truths and dropping truths, and things are going to be coming out. Unveiling of projects, unveiling of people's motives. I really feel like, do you know when people have hidden motives to things and you think it's one thing and it's another thing? Yeah, I really feel like we're going to be, people's hidden motives are going to come up, and some of it's going to be really good and some of it's not, because sometimes people do things for their own power games, and I think there's going to be some interesting reveals around power games. There's going to be an unveiling of time frames. So maybe you're waiting on a house to be signed off. Maybe you're waiting to move country. Maybe you're waiting for a new job or a promotion that has been in the works for ages. And yeah, you don't not sure what the time frame is. It feels like there is an unveiling of time frames, an unveiling of talents. And the other thing that came through was an unveiling of new boundaries around people, new boundaries around certain situations. Yeah, it feels really big. And at first I thought that the energy forecast theme was the reveal. And my guides were like, no, it's the unveiling. And they wanted me to specifically use the word veil, because the other side and the veil being lifted, which we normally associate with around Samhain, around Halloween, where the veil is lifted from the other side. But it really feels like the other side are really going to be getting louder this month. It might be interesting to see what spirituality, UFO things are in the news, and connected to this kind of the other side. Yeah, showing itself and what that looks like. But as I said earlier, it is solstice this month, and so it really feels like the other side are going to be particularly close around the 20th, 21st, 22nd, when we are in this portal phase and next chapter. So yeah, in this unveiling energy, really expect things to come to a head. Maybe you've got some family issues. Maybe there's some relationship stuff going down. Maybe there's some big paperwork that needs to be signed off, but you're waiting to hear back on again on another piece of information. Expect that this month. But we are being pushed forward. We really, really are. And if we're resisting the change, if we're resisting crossing that threshold, if we're resisting, yeah, the deep change that's coming ahead, um, you're going to notice it. You're going to notice the feelings in your body. You're going to notice how things, yeah, like just it's going to feel like friction. And I always say, you can really, it's taking the time to listen to how the body is communicating with you as well. Like the body is the biggest intuitive portal we have to know what feels right, what feels good. And when we are really, really stressed out, um, and yeah, and we're not taking that time for ourselves, it can be really then difficult to look at the difference between yeah, what is our intuition, what is fear, what is ego, what is, and all of that that comes up with that too. So really listen to how the body is feeling, because we are in this, um I want to say, like, post eclipse season fallout or post eclipse season integration in this unveiling of what's coming forward. So yeah, it's potent. It's really, really potent. But know that what's coming up is, it's this brand new energy, it's this brand new threshold we're being asked to cross, it's this brand new, like, how do you want to live your life, how, what's important to you, and are we gonna, like, are you going to move forward with it in 2023, bringing it back to the 2023 energy forecast, moving on. It's kind of like everything around you being like, are you ready to move on, are you ready to make the changes, are you ready to embody and nourish yourself. Again, nourishment was a really big theme of 2023. Will you nourish yourself when there is tension, when there is friction, when things are bubbling over? Will you look after yourself? Will you put the boundaries in place? Yeah. I'm really fascinated to see how this shows up in the collective, as I shared earlier. I think there's going to be some things like they've been pushed aside or hidden away coming up. There's a big thing going down in the UK with a guy called Philip Schofield, an ITV, and a program. He was a big presenter, and it's all about him having a relationship with a younger male member of staff, and it's really big here in the news in the UK. And as this story is being unveiled, yeah, I was like, this really fits with the June energy forecast theme of, yeah, unveiling. And also, there's this energy of like, which also came through in the 2023 energy forecast around the guru and the breakdown of the guru, or whatever that means, or the people we put on pedestals to look up to guide us, to shift us, the people that are in the spotlight, and the breakdown of that celebrity culture as well. Um, and so there is going to be an unveiling of people's motives, of seeing that they are actually just normal people making normal human mistakes. Yeah, so be aware of people that you've put on a pedestal, or people that you've looked up to. You might actually see a different side to them this month, whether it's in your own personal life or people in the public eye. And it's going to be really interesting to see how that fits and how that flows. Um, Full moon this week, June 3rd, 4th, depending on time zones. It's in Sagittarius. So yeah, there's kind of this like, go big, go bold, but in balance too. Like, don't burn everything down. But yeah, it just feels that intensity, that bubbling over in that vibe could be really fascinating. And then new moon this month is June 18th in Gemini. um Again, just feels like people communicating differently, people really committing to that threshold, really unveiling and going for what feels important to them. So yeah, really see around that new moon where things are bubbling over, where the tensions are, but knowing that you're being true to your own self and your own, yeah, and what it's all about. I'm intrigued to see what comes up around banks again. Banks and tech just feels like there's another second wave of that. So be open to the second wave of banks and tech and the connection between that as well. Yeah, it's a really big month. I mean, every month is a big month. Like, we're just really integrating everything from the last couple of years, but also in this big moving on energy as we move through towards 2026, 2027, which just feel really pivotal on the planet. But as always, I say sometimes this might not make any sense to you, and you'll be like, what on earth? Why? What is this unveiling stuff? Doesn't make any sense to me. But just be open to see how that theme shows up for you as the month progresses. And also, on the flip side, on the shadow side, where are you keeping secrets? Like, what needs to be unveiled? What secrets are you holding too tight? Where can others support you um, in life, in your, yeah, how can other people support you? But what secrets actually don't need to be a secret anymore? Like, where do they need to be let go? Where do they need to be unveiled? And are the secrets eating you up? Are they causing you to not cross the threshold? Are they causing you not to make choices? And is it like something from the past that's really ready to be, yeah, let go of? If you've enjoyed this energy forecast, please share with your friends, your family members, your community, anyone else that you feel that needs to heal and listen to this unveiling. I'm excited for the month. I'm excited to share the brand new podcast with you, Things That Die. I go into a lot more detail about it in the trailer. And I have a brand new handle on Instagram, which is Things That Die, at Things That Die. So come follow me on there, because I'm going to be sharing lots more to do with death and endings, to help support us through all the death and ending transitions that we face. And I've got some awesome guests too on there. Yeah. Oh, new energy, new thresholds. It's been a pleasure to share these energy forecasts with you. I always say, I'm shutting the door on this now. I'm shutting the door on doing the energy forecasts, because it just feels like the right thing to do in the now. And that's what I do. I just follow what feels right and what feels good. And that's what it's all about. And trust what's being unveiled to you. Trust what's being unveiled to you this month. Sending you lots of love. Take care. Bye.